Hello, my fellow Illinoisans. As you can see, I have my red, white, and blue flowers displayed with a flag because I'm about to speak to you about our American spirit, our American pride as Illinoisans. Our governor just spoke not too long ago, and I'm glad to hear one thing, that the Midwest is joining together to make a collective decision on when to reopen our economy. Great news. However, we need to be sensible about how we are in this pandemic. What I really hope he speaks on tomorrow during his briefing for the Illinois area, not just Chicago, the Illinois area. And I'm talking about April 17th on Friday. And JB, I pray you watch this video. I voted for you. I'm a big supporter of you. I support most of your decisions. As you know, in life, we can't support every decision because then that wouldn't be really honest or really fair and balanced. However, I want to tell you about some actions right here in Mattoon, Illinois, down Central Illinois Way, that I need to express to you to hopefully get you to cover this material. It's very important to me. What I'm talking about is when you go into a store like Aldi's and they clean the cart off before you go in, you get your essential goods, you're standing in line, but God forbid you have allergies and you sneeze into your arm. The lady behind you gets hysterical and goes, "Oh, don't think of giving me her cart. She could have COVID-19. It's like a case of cooties. They are jumping to conclusions. We need you to speak on the fear of the pandemic. We need you to calm the fears, not feed the fear. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about is my trip to Walmart. Now, so far, this was about 1:30 on the 16th of April. It's a Thursday. I go in, I get what I need. Very glad that nothing I needed was roped off. Thank you, Lord. However, I hear at many Walmarts that is not the case. The one in Charleston, Illinois, is starting to rope off non-essential goods. And that even includes planting seeds and even stuff that you can plant in the ground. Now, I don't know. I know it's a little cold out, and usually my family, we don't plant anything until May 1st. However, what I'm trying to tell you is to calm fears of our American people in Illinois. We need a hobby. We need something to do, okay? And if you take away the one thing that maybe calms some fears and anxieties, that's not going to be a good thing. I know that the fear of this virus, that it floats through the air, is out there, okay? But as long as they wear a mask, they should be okay. Now, in New York, they have made it that you cannot even go outside your house without a mask on. Now, I don't know if that's what's going to come of good old Illinois, but I do know one thing. We need hobbies. We need stuff to do. And let me tell you, we need to be able to plant and watch things grow. Not only that, we have tomato plants. There's other things that we can plant that we can even harvest on our own to make in salads and such. We really need them. It is a very critical time. I hope you hear my plea. But back to Walmart experience. I was standing in line. I used to work there. The girl who waited on me, we've been friends forever and a day. She told me about 2 customers. Now, I wanted you to hear about this because this anxiety is what I'm speaking to you on. This next lady that came in contact with her as she was checking her out, she sneezed as well, the cashier. She sneezed into her arm. She immediately went to the girl's supervisor and told her she needed tested for COVID-19 because of the sneeze. Okay, one sneeze. The lady, or the man behind the lady, was concerned because she itched her neck. Now, I don't think that's part of the symptoms of COVID-19 to itch a neck. But he also agreed with the woman ahead that she needed to be tested for COVID-19. Now, there is anxiety, panic, and fear running amok in Illinois. You need to speak about how everyone is not infected with COVID-19. You also need to speak about your concerns of the central area of Illinois. Like I said, I supported you, I voted for you, and I stand beside you in most things. However, when we plant things, we watch them grow. It's a hobby. It's a must. When we decide to go to a store, not everyone is infected. Not everyone can afford a mask. I don't think we need to be going to have PPE for everybody in America. At this point, we can barely afford our bills when we get these stimulus checks, which, by the way, I really hope those stimulus checks come out for the elderly citizens who's on Social Security and do not make enough to file taxes. I'm concerned about that as well. However, right now, we need to brass tax it. We need to just look at what's really important. After all, you have closed non-essential businesses, like my Goodwill store. Now, can people really afford Walmart prices all the time? I think not. And there is nothing wrong with secondhand products. Sometimes you can find people who have discarded secondhand products that they thought they needed at a time, and later they change their mind at a Goodwill store. I need that store open. So as a concerned citizen, I speak to you about that as well. I don't think it's fair that Big Lot gets to be open and you close the local Goodwill store. And I hope you hear my plea today. And I hope you understand about these fears and anxieties and you speak on this panic, because it's running amok in central Illinois. We are running out of the hand sanitizers, the wonderful Lysol to spray things down, the hand wipes to wipe the surfaces off, paper towel, toilet paper, all the essential stuff, and most importantly, chicken and stars, Campbell's, and soup. It cannot be kept in stock at County Market here in Mattoon. You really need to look into that. As a concerned citizen, I speak to you on that as well. May that we join together, stand united and not divided. Whether you're Republican or Democrat, it doesn't matter at this point. We need to act like we got common sense that God gave a goose. You cannot just go full nilly and think that it's okay. You cannot accuse everyone when it's allergy season outside that they have COVID when they may not have COVID. You need to speak on this, JB. And I hope that everyone's washing their hands, staying inside, and doing only essential business, like I did today. God bless our America, and thank you for your time.